the books for the Red and Greens, and back-to-back home games in the free-spired city for Carmel's side. The perfect chance to curb a three-game winless run, which included Coventry United's first draw last weekend, 0-0 at Long Buckby. Godmanchester Rovers arrive in Coventry determined to avenge the 2-1 defeat at their place earlier in the season and consolidate their Step 5 status. Who will take home the points this afternoon? Let's find out together here on CUTV with Liam Cook. Conlon has been somewhat of a tinker man since his arrival at Coventry United. Almost none leads hand to do. Claudio Ranieri rarely sticking with the same starting 11. That's exactly what he's done today. It's the same 11 from the 0-0 draw at Long Buckby, although Kyle Carey has sufficiently recovered from the ankle injury for a spot on the bench. Platts and Robner continue up front, desperately and looking not to both be on the score sheet last week. They can once again rely on the blistering pace of Sami Mazaffa on the flank. Last week's CUTV man of the match has been on top form as of late. Like their host, Godmanchester were held to a scoreless stalemate against a side fighting for their life last week. A 0-0 draw at home to Rothwell, their fourth winless outing from their last 5 games. Unlike United, however, they make 3 changes from that day as Marley Edwards drops to the bench with Joseph and Ajuda losing their place in the squad. In come defenders Pat Strzeski and Sam Tagg, along with captain Declan Jolly in attack. Number 8 Ben Tate looks to add to the goal he scored in the reverse fixture in November. Really tries to keep it alive, Coventry United. Try and bring the ball down and get going. It's an unchanged lineup for the Red and Greens from that 0-0 against Long Buckby. How it stayed 0-0, I do not know. But United trying to make sure that this one doesn't end 0-0. With Justin breaking into the area and stopped well the near post by the leg of George Whitehall. Neither side could score in 90 plus minutes last week. We nearly had a goal inside 2 minutes today. Mazaffa, last week's man of the match here on CUTV, whips it into Adena Helagani. Miles up there as well. Whitehall came out and claimed it, but Mollison scoots it over, trying to catch Whitehall out. Fisher. Rogers. Ball's around the midfield. Now Mason Platt embarking. Sips it through. Rodber brings it to feet. Sam Rodber! Well saved, Whitehall! Rodber desperately looking not to open his Coventry United account there. Riley Devoyle has taken responsibility for the majority of set pieces this season, but maybe Sami Mazaffa fancies his chances here. It is Devoyle placing the ball, and Mazaffa is walking away, so it is going to be the skipper. Riley Devoyle, the youngest permanent captain in Coventry United's history, to put his side into the lead. Deflection! And it bounces just wide. United lining up as Mazaffa whips it in. Adam Miles is there. Couldn't keep the effort down, and for good measure he had Rob Ruddy landing on him. Coventry United on the front foot. Let's see if they can make it count. In the majority of the game against Long Buckby, they had all the power at their hands. Just couldn't find the way past the goalkeeper. Mitch Mollison was one of the standout performers that day. Let's see what Mollison can do as he whips it in. Miles is there! What else would you expect from Smiler? Goal number 6 of the season for Adam Miles. You put it in the vicinity, Adam Miles will do the rest. He left Whitehall helpless, and Coventry United in 12 minutes lead the Woods Park Arena. Red and Greens in charge. Doblinski to Devoyle. Devoyle spots a little pocket of space on the left, and it is quickly filled by O'Boyle. Platt is in there and sent over his own crossbar by Pat Strzeski. Let's see if they care for Adam Miles. Take 2. Devoyle. It is Miles again, but it was blocked by Strzeski. And Platts hacked down the edge of the area. Muzaffar will take aim. It stings the gloves of Whitehall, who momentarily lost possession of the ball, lost control of the ball, and they're going to try to poke it in, but by then Whitehall had been able to clamber back onto it. And here come United again with Chesterton. Platts is back on his feet. Muzaffar's in there, nodded clear by Sammy Fisher. Mollison thought about the long range spectacular for Bedrover as it's closed down by Tate. The shot blocked by the back of Tag. Platts in. Muzaffar, can he shoot? He's covered up by Fisher. His shot's deflected. Nodded out as far as O'Boyle, and it will be Tommy Deere to create some separation for Godmanchester. Real heart in mouth moment for the away side. Second successive corner for Coventry United. Will United find the net with this one? It's Devoyle. It'll be clear well by Ruddy, but it's going to come back. Chesterton returns to sender. Devoyle in. Here's Mason Platts looking to stretch across the face of goal, and the defensive clearance by Krzyzewski is blocked by Rodber. Oh, Bablinski tried to put it back into the danger zone, but Manchester will clear the danger for now. Rogers. And Deere can be through it. Out comes Duggan, tried to square it, and the lanky frame of Duggan blocks off the ball. Deere could have gone for it himself, but it was almost like a deer in the headlights there as he saw the sizable figure of Duggan racing at him. There's some rubber there, but Tag has found something at the far side of the field. Patient build-up play from Godmanchester Rovers, and just like that, like a fly swatter, Harry Chesterton falls his Deere to the ground. Godmanchester will come back with Matty Allen. It's better from a striker with 21 goals this season, of 10 efforts from the Godmanchester number 9. Around 25 yards, it is going to be Declan Rogers. And you think he's going to have a go here. Just setting up their wall. And Duggan awaiting what's to come. But he's played it short. Tate trying to set himself up for the shot. Couldn't find his way for a sea of red, blocked by Bablinski and gathered by Duggan. Last couple of minutes of this first half will be played out as Duggan, whose boots are now sufficiently tied, sends it down the left hand side of the field. Now back break came on by Ruddy. O'Boyle spots a little pocket of space on the right hand side for Sammy Muzaffar to race into. He's covered up by Fisher, who seemed to have Muzaffar's number today. Muzaffar curls it in. Platts is there! Didn't get the clean contact he needed. May have been impeded by Sutton, but it is out for a goal kick. Devoyle looking for Sam Rodber. Both Rodber and Platts looking for their first Coventry United goals. It's launched in by Bablinski. For a moment it looked like it was sneaking into that top corner, but it was well held by Whitehall. Chesterton. O'Boyle making the overlap. Here is Harry Chesterton, the Solihull Moors youngster, challenging from the side. Only enough to take it as far as Riley Devoyle. Mollison finds Platts. Across to Carey, the half-time substitute. Kyle Carey is going to hit it, and it's well saved by George Whitehall, getting his body behind it. A signal of intent from Carey. Striding on, finds Mason Platts, a space on the left for O'Boyle. Rory O'Boyle to Mason Platts, red-headed number 10. Now Chesterton. O'Boyle has the chance to cross. Rory O'Boyle. Staszewski heads it away. Only as far as Riley Devoyle. Look at the curl it in. Straight at Whitehall. You know, they're getting the efforts away, but they're not causing Whitehall any sort of problems. Whitehall placing the wall as best he can. Will it be enough to keep out Kyle Carey, looking for goal number 48 in red and green? Oh, just shaves the crossbar on the way through. Not a bad effort at all. You can see what's going for there. Looking for top bins. Just a couple of inches too high. Floating ball to the right hand side, Aghambiade the target, it's Fisher's header. First of the seconds is Devoyle. Looking left for a notching, but he's got Aghambiade to the right. Here is United's top scorer, Joseph Aghambiade. Sam Rodber, and the presence of the goalkeeper enough to take Rodber's eye off the ball. I think both men have gone down. Rodber holding his foot, and it looked like Rodber has gone straight into the goalkeeper, Whitehall. He's got blowers up there too. Sam Rodber, will he square? No, play it down the line with Rory O'Boyle. O'Boyle's delivery, Aghambiade. It's Strozewski away as far as Mollison. Cushion the header for Devoyle. Babinski spots Carey. Carey. And another pretty simple save for George Whitehall. Once more it is Declan Rogers, the captain for Godmanchester Rovers. Nodded down and smacked off the bar by Matty Allen. I think maybe Duggan had got a touch as well. But it cracked the woodwork. Wise heads on young shoulders we've seen this season for the Red and Greens. We need it again. Bradshaw. Devoyle floated over the golly back line for Joe Blowers to chase. Blowers cutting in. He's got Carey there. Carey thought about hitting it first time. He'll hit it now. Flashes past the post. Chested down. Blowers tries to smack it out of play off Sutton. It didn't quite work out. And now Godmanchester into the area. Matty Allen shielded by Ronnie Devoyle. And the equaliser scored at the death by Rob Ruddy. Jubilation for Godmanchester. Despair for Coventry United. United pushed everything at Godmanchester, trying to hold them back, but it wasn't enough. Rob Ruddy has scored the goal, which has given Godmanchester a share of the spoils, and the Butts Park Arena falls silent. And the referee blows the final whistle. The Red and Green Army in shock. They thought they'd got it. They thought they'd won the game. But in the 94th minute, it was Rob Ruddy who puts it beyond Duggan to earn a share of the spoils for Godmanchester Rovers. Final score, the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 1, Godmanchester Rovers 1.